Okay, number 14. 8 minus I divided by 3 minus 2I, where I is the imaginary number, which is equivalent to the square root of negative 1. If the expression above is written in the form of A plus BI, where A and B are real numbers, what is the value of A? Okay, so this problem is really testing us. Do we know how to divide by or rationalize complex numbers? And the way we would do that here, I'm going to multiply by the conjugate of the denominator on the top and bottom. So if the denominator is 3 minus 2i, the conjugate is 3 plus 2i. The reason I'm doing that, I'm taking advantage of kind of what's essentially a difference of two squares. X minus y times x plus y gives us the difference of two squares. It cancels out the xy terms. In this case, same idea, but we cancel out the I terms in the denominator. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to multiply by 3 plus 2i in the denominator and 3 plus 2i in the numerator. That way I'm effectively multiplying by 1. Something over itself is 1, and that won't change the value of our original expression. So what does that work out to? In the denominator, it's essentially going to be the difference of squares. So I know it's 3 squared, 9, minus 2i squared, which is minus 4i squared. The numerator, I'm going to have to essentially FOIL it out. 8 times 3 is 24. 8 times plus 2i is plus 16i. Minus I times 3 is minus 3i. And minus I times 2i is going to be minus 2i squared. Now, the key here is let's simplify that numerator first. Well, I really need to know that I squared is the square root of negative 1 squared, which actually is a real number. It's just negative 1. So I'm going to substitute back in for I squared. It's going to be just negative 1. Same thing on the denominator. I'm going to substitute in for I squared. It's negative 1. So what does my new denominator become? 9 minus minus 4, which is 9 plus 4, 13. My numerator, that last term becomes minus 2 times minus 2, which is plus 2. I'm going to combine that plus 2 with the 24. So it's going to be 26. And then the I terms, it's plus 16i minus 3i, which is plus 13i. Okay? Oh, this looks like it's going to cancel quite nicely. If I broke that out into two different or partial fractions, it would be 26 divided by 13 plus 13i divided by 13. Each term added in the numerator is divided by the full denominator. So what does that work out to? 26 over 13 is 2, plus 13i over 13 is just 1i or I. So what do they want? What is the value of A? So that's going to be the constant. The value of A will be 2. The correct answer for 14 is A. The answer is 2.